Well, hello there, great person. Good to see you back, or good to meet you. Today we will watch some more spots for the Dune movie that is upcoming currently. So Orni has sent me several links of trailers from Norway, I think, and from Argentina. So I don't know if there's new footage. We will just watch them and discuss it. And perhaps I will say some more stuff about the things in the trailers if it's not new footage. So yeah, some more in-depth thoughts of the little moments there in the great Dune story. And let's just start. So the first one will be the first new trailer from Norway. And yeah, let's just get into this. Let's see what they've got for us. And yeah. Oh,
Say you're coming. Let's fight like demons.
oh, was that? Oh, interesting. Okay, okay. I saw, I saw new footage. Not a lot, but yeah. So this, of course, the maker, great maker. Like I love my makers. Such a great idea. So this is the sparring match. We see the globe, globe. I'm sorry. I'm slipping up a bit. There, where Gurney is getting serious because Paul's not in the mood. So then we have, where was it? This, I think this is Kynes, and you know what this means. I'm not that sure, but this might be Kynes. So, mate, ah, this is gonna be bad. It's like the Duncan scene that I've talked about. If this is Kynes and it's the scene, yeah, I don't know. So, something else here. Yeah, that's also what made me think that. Because why would an arm drop down there? I don't know. It's just my gut feeling that it's Kynes. So bless her. Hope it's not the scene, but yeah. So here again we've got the ornithopters getting destroyed, probably. Or is it? Are those the ornithopters? Or is it the spice harvester? Not sure. Okay, yeah. So this one, we know this one as well. You know what I think about this scene. Ah, man, he taught him everything. So, Jessica, what is she doing here? Oh, is this? Yeah, we know what scene this is, I think. I don't know if we've seen it this clearly, but this is where they encounter the Freeman and Silgar and Yamis. Uh, oh, yeah, Yamis. Do we know who's cast as Yamis? I would like to know that. I don't know that. Yeah. Hope they didn't leave him out, but I don't think so. Yeah, Jessica's feet off because obviously they threaten her, and she shows them why she's a Bene Gesserit and why she can fight, and yeah, that they should not take her life. Very nice. Yeah, again. Yeah. So that's that about that. So it's a lot of sad stuff teased here, not only to people who are in the know, so to speak. Anyway, so let's see what the next trailer's got for us. It's the next Norwegian trailer, and yeah, there seems to be. I'm not that sure if everything is, if there's anything new, or if I'm just getting more and more.
A great man doesn't seek to lead.
Okay, yeah, we've got just started. That's nice. And I will put it up here. So it's again Lito talking to him. He's looking at the sunset. Let's go.
A great man doesn't seek to lead. He's called to it.
Ooh.
If I'm not that, you'll still be the only thing I ever needed you to be. My son.
Aww.
Outsiders ravage our lands. Their cruelty to my people.
No,
is all
new
I
Johnny. Oh yeah. That, I'm sorry, I even paused it now. That's the guerrilla part about it. Sorry. Ooh.
Together, we stand a chance.
Yeah, again.
Demons.
Why do they keep? I'm sorry. Why do they keep showing us the scene with the corridor? We know what's gonna happen there. We know that. So bad. Why do they have to remind me every trailer? They remind me. I mean, it's a cool pose. So they might just do it because of marketing stuff. But yeah, that's harsh. So yeah, this talk between Leto and Paul on Caladan, that's so good. I like Leto. I like Leto a lot. I'm not sure. He seems to be a bit warmer in this movie than I imagined him. And in the books, he's a bit more harsh, only a tiny bit, but I think that's perfectly fine. Oscar Isaacs, a great, 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 great actor. Yeah. So yeah, and I will not humor you with trying to read Norwegian. I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, there's the Duke floating up again menacingly. These are I think these are the harvesters actually. Interesting. We haven't seen those, have we? I think those are the spice harvesters. So they look, yeah, those are the legs. I think those are the spice, the factories. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might uh, mistake them for something else. Yeah, and Charney, why are you looking so serious? Where might this be? I don't know, but this is bad. This is bad. I don't know when this will be. I was told that there will be a guerrilla fight against the Harkonnen in the beginning of the movie, and I also think in the end there will be a guerrilla fight where Paul partakes, and this might be one of those. I cannot really see who this is. This might be a key person, and then we are following them here. But oh yeah, wait here. This is Johnny again, I think. So so it might be the beginning because Chani might go on. I mean, she's a good fighter. She might go on a crusade, on the crusade with Paul, on the first guerrilla attacks. So yeah, and then again, this I was told. Yeah, thank you so much for telling me this, and welcome to the channel. Yeah, this is an artillery strike against Freeman, or is this not an artillery? I'm not sure, but there is an artillery strike against Freeman because people have seen the first 10 minutes. This one as well. This looks so beautiful, and yeah, it's a bit pixely, but here you see that the inside of the ship is interestingly quite light. So I'm looking forward to seeing the ships from the inside. We might get to. These are Atreides soldiers. I mean, it's the Atreides flag. I think that the hawk. I think that's the hawk they use, but I'm not sure. Yeah, there's Chani again, and the scene. Yeah, this this is the scene with the artillery where I think, and yeah, hello Duncan. This is Duncan as well, I think. Can't really make it. Yeah, and I'm not. I've told a lot about the scene in the corridor. I will not talk about. I will talk about that at length when the movie drops, when I've seen it, and I will tell you how I felt watching it and stuff like that. So yeah. So let me just take the last Norwegian trailer and let's see if there's even more new footage that I haven't seen. I mean, we're looking for breadcrumbs here, but that's fine. I love watching these things. So let's just see what this one has for us, and I will try not to pause, but I just got excited last time. So, yeah, I mean that's a good thing, I think.
Dad, what if I'm not the future of House Atreides?
Ah, beautiful.
A great man doesn't seek to lead.
Is that Jessica?
He's called to it.
Oh, warm sign. Oh yeah, oh god, yeah, warm sign.
The answer is no. You'll still be the only thing I needed you to be.
Jesus.
My son.
Yeah, and then they kiss. And then they kiss. I mean, that's so. I think there was not a lot of new stuff here, but yeah, I mean, look at this. This is the factory, I imagine. The smoke in the distance. They're probably, there will be this shot, and then there might be the ornithopter coming in from where you are flying towards. It's gonna overtake you, camera, and then yeah. This is, I think this might be Jessica, but I can't make it out. We'll see in the movie. We'll see in the movie. Yeah, and so young here, so innocent, but we know he's not innocent. I mean, he never was. No, not innocent. Weak. I mean, he's like an assassin. So he's been trained as an assassin, a Bene Gesserit mentored assassin thingy. So I mean, he's been trained for being the Kwisatz Haderach, and he is a Kwisatz Haderach. Seem to be more. I'm not there yet in the second book, but yeah, he's very powerful here. He just has no experience. So yeah, I misjudged that, by the way, in the early trailers. I did think he would learn things, but I like it more this way. He has been training his whole life, so it all makes sense why he's so good at everything and when you consider fighting and tactics and stuff like that. So then Chani falling for him. This is probably one day when one of the Atreides family will enter Arrakis for the first time. I can imagine that. Mirroring the first step on the moon. That might be so cool. And then we have a lot more worm signs. So here's a worm sign. And this looks small. This looks like a small area, but I think if it's the maker, it's probably bigger. And yeah, here, bam, it just breaks up, comes up. And there they run from the maker. Run from the maker. Yeah, and then they talk again. But this is, well, the giant maker coming up. He's looking up at it. The makers are gonna be so great. I mean, everything is like, look at that maker. Look at it. Jesus Christ, this is so big. I'm so glad that they have this realistic CGI. Or perhaps it's even a puppet, I don't know. Let me know if they use puppets in part. Because I have read somewhere that they really did some research on desert worms. I mean, real worms and desert, yeah. So this, what is this? Yeah, he's flying. So that's probably when they escape. This might be when they escape. Either after the storm or before. No, it has to be before if it is the storm, because after they crash and then the worm comes. So yeah, oh yeah, let's show it again. And this is probably the one part of the climax where they do their first attack strike against the Harkonnen, newly Harkonnen forces. And then they kiss. Which is, yeah, I really like that. I like them together. And I like, in the second book, Chani gets even better when she, yeah, I mean, I will do it. I will tell you in the review. But, so that was Norway. Thanks, Norway, for giving us some new glimpses. I think those were new glimpses. And we'll now watch a trailer called The Beginning. I will just look at what we've got there. So it's 30 seconds again. From Cortex Videos. I think all of these are from Cortex Videos, so thanks for providing this. And we'll just see what the beginning has for us. Will we see Caladan a bit more? Will we see the Gom Jabbar? I mean, we've seen it, but let's see.
I had a vision.
Paul, what did you see?
Oh, what? Yeah.
The outsiders ravage our lands. One day,
Oh, man.
they'll free our world.
The future.
It's so cool.
See it.
Choose this path. Face your fears. This is only the beginning.
Yeah. Okay. So I think there were one or two pictures that are new. We've seen this picture of Jessica. I'm pretty sure we have. We have not seen this. So Paul and Shani perhaps in a cave, in their cave, or entering a cave. I don't know, but they seem very close here. And I'm really looking forward to seeing their on-screen chemistry. They seem to have great chemistry. I'm looking forward to that here. Oh yeah, it's yeah, here at the artillery strike against the first Freeman attack against the Harkonnen. And Raban after that, who probably ordered that douchebag. Something exploding which seems to be a ship. Because those things are the ships, I think. Carriers. Troop carriers. And there's something burning, probably where's the spice factory? And we see a small shot of a battle. And again, I think this is the climax. Because the Freemen are coming out of the sand here, and those are probably Harkonnen forces. I bet that's a guerrilla strike. And yeah, I can't make this out. This is Paul, obviously. I can make out the shape pretty well. I know it. Ilgar and Jessica, perhaps, but I'm really spitballing here. Do you say that? I'm really guessing here. Don't know. And yeah, we have some more Caladan shots. And yeah, the sea. It's so great. Contrast between desert and sea. Yeah. And my favorite part in the second book, so Dune Messiah, is, by the way, something about the sea, but it might change because I haven't read all of it. But yeah, there was some very, very powerful stuff in the chapter, which I absolutely loved. There is a chapter in Dune Messiah, at least one I absolutely love. I really, I mean, it's like, wow. But I will talk about that in my review if I do it. No, when I do it. I mean, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, the soldiers again. All talking to, yeah. So there's nothing new here, I think. Yeah, the guerrilla. Oh yeah, this again might as well be. So no, I think this is. I mean, these are the carriers. They are getting blown up. So it's either again Atreides falling down or Harkonnen and Emperor falling down. Chani again hinting at the future. Yeah. And the Maker. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Interesting. So next one. Put it up. So this one is, yeah, it's only the beginning, of course, we know that. And I've read again that there are 3 movies planned. So they might end with Dune Messiah. I don't know if it's a fitting end. Perhaps they might also do children and then everything else. And I would love that. I would absolutely love it. So we've got the Argentinian trailer. So let's take a look here. We see Chani again. I like that they make this choice that Chani is involved earlier. I really like Chani. In the second book, I think that she's currently probably my favorite character. One of my favorite characters. There's another character I really, really, really like. But yeah, so Chani. Yeah. Let's see what Chani is tell us today.
This is so beautiful when the sun is low, but the outsiders ravage our lands
Hello,
in front of
Rowan.
our
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah.
What's to become of our world?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dreams.
Yeah.
This is an extermination.
Dreams make good stories, but everything important happens when we're awake.
Kill them all.
Oh, the Duke.
This is
Oh
only
yeah.
the beginning.
Dune.
Okay, there is a lot to talk about this one, I think, comparatively to the others. Compared to the others. So this is again, they seem to be in the sand, attacking Johnny. So this is, stuff we already saw. And something beautiful as well when the sun is low or when it's not there. So if one of the 2 moons is out, it's very beautiful as well. Oh yeah, I hope they do that as well when the 2 moons are up. that we might get some really really nice cinematography of Arrakis in the night with the two moons. I really hope they do great stuff with that. I mean, I remember in the beginning I didn't even know what that was, but in the book cover there were two celestial bodies, and now I know they are moons, not a binary star system, but yeah. And Raban again, this is the basic Raban. I mean, I've talked about this. So, yes, a bit more of the fight scene here. I love Josh Brolin's casting choice. I absolutely love him. He's been so great in Sicario. He was this stupid Richard, but it was beautifully acted. I absolutely hated and loved his character in Sicario. So yeah, check out my Sicario reaction perhaps if you are interested in that. Screen's blurred because of copyright, but yeah, you might still get enjoyment out of it. And yeah, here Paul, he looks roughed up. I like that. And I mean, Gurney really takes him on here. So I really like that scene. I'm looking forward to that scene as well. That's gonna be so great. So great. I wonder how they will do it though, because in the scene in the book there's the part where we as a reader don't really know if Gurney suddenly is the traitor because we don't know. Do we know if Yue is the traitor yet? In the book at this point, I'm not sure. We might not do. We might not know. But anyway, there's the point where Paul thinks if he's serious about ending him here in the training room and making it look like an accident or something like that. And it's in the end, it's all because Paul said, "I'm not really in the mood for training," and then Gurney just goes haywire and says, "You know what? You're not in the mood. Cry me a river. I don't give a rat's a." So to speak, but he obviously says it in Gurney language, which is a bit more profound than what I just said. And yeah, I love Gurney. I'm yeah, stoked for Gurney. Hope there's a lot of Gurney here. Yeah, look at that. I mean, he's really actor again, the actor of Paul. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. That alone, he sells it so well that this is the scene. I think the moment where he realizes, oh gee, I perhaps made a mistake and he's going after me. What's going on? That's yeah. I mean, look at that expression. Great, mate. You're doing such a great job. I mean, I hope it's not just the best material in the trailers, but if I remember other trailers that I've seen in the recent years, they mostly show not even the best stuff. So I'm really stoked for this. And yeah, and the shields, the body shields. The body shields, again, very nice. And I really hope that I really hope the Holtzman effect is explained somewhere in the books, because I would love to do a video on the Holtzman effect, and I will look at it from a scientific perspective. I would love to do that, but I'm not at a point where I could say, yeah, I can explain things, because I don't know yet how they are described in the books to an extent where, oh yeah, this I now know because you told me in the comments. I think it was Holtzman actually who explained the Holtzman effect a bit there. It is. So I was right on both accounts, so to speak. So these tubes are the guild liners, cruise ship liners. Highliners. Sorry, the guild highliners, and they I said that might be a wormhole, or that it might be a warping a space time, and it's, I mean, a wormhole does warp space time, but not in the way I thought. And this is both. So if I understood it correctly, and it's so great. So this is a tube. The guild navigator can take the spice, hold the space, and it's like, a cannon. But it's not a cannon where we shoot projectiles, but you shoot space. But it's a reverse cannon because the space is not shot but sucked in. So the distance from I think this might be Arrakis, might be Giedi Prime. I'm not sure. Might be SS. But so this this distance here, like what is that? 300, 400 meters. This distance is actually the distance from this planet to this planet to press together. So folded down. So it's like a wormhole, but it's not a wormhole that is created by taking 2 points and connecting them, through a higher dimension in a way. But it's like you take the space you have and you fold it down, you compress it, and the ship can pass through that, and it's probably then the navigator also has to make sure that it passes through space in the right way, so it doesn't get distorted, doesn't blow up, doesn't get time dilation effects, something like that. But yeah, sorry, talking about this for a long time, but yeah, this is such a great idea. And I will do a video on this. I will also do a video on space trails in general, because as you might know, I will watch The Expanse and Foundation as well in the coming months, and I will react to them. I will do, and when I know more space drives, I will make a discussion about space travel and what physics might say about that. And yeah, this is great. This is close to reality, very close to reality, actually, in a way. I say that a lot in a way, but doesn't matter. Yeah, so this is a very feasible way of space travel. I think this is very, very close to being possible. There are some caveats, of course there are, otherwise we would obviously do this. And we don't have spies. We don't have spies. And yeah, so yeah, then there's the final, yeah, it's obviously okay. Now I'm quite sure that this is the climax. And this is the Freeman attack in the beginning, or again the scene, Duncan. Oh, there's what? Oh, he does have it. I'm sorry, you see it. He does have it. He has the mentored thingy. If that's who, what you said that you didn't see it on him. I think it was Holzman. Was it Holzman? Was it Orni? I'm not sure. I don't remember. One of you guys said that what does apparently not have the marking. You commented that on my Peter de Vries video, but he seems to have it. Interesting. Interesting. Very nice. That's consistency for you. So it's more consistent than we thought even. And I think we all think of this as probably being pretty consistent. So another plus. So there they are leaving for Arrakis, I imagine. A scene again. Oh, Gurney. Yeah, so this is probably a kind of final battle. Oh, no, wait. Is that rubber? Or is that a screen transition? Yeah, it's a screen transition. Oh no, it's the Baron with the screen transition. I'm sorry, I thought. Yeah, so Gurney's here. So that might be when they are betrayed. So okay, the ship's exploding is when they are betrayed, because Gurney then runs to the smugglers. And okay. Duke, Raban, more burning stuff, everything ending here. So this is probably later in the movie. What is that? Ornithopter, I think. Worm sign again. Good old Shani. And yeah, the attack here. But I think the factory here looks a bit different from the one that Raban had. So it might not have been a factory that he had. But then again, this is probably only the top. It's probably only the top, I guess. Not sure. Oh, this scene. And yeah, so you've told me that some of you have seen this scene. Wow. Yeah, I will. I'm so looking forward to this. It's gonna be so great. So great. So I think we've one more. And if you know of others, I might collect them and do more condensed reaction again, because I don't want to do many little clips, because I mean that's stupid. I mean, I don't like that. I will try to condense stuff. So let's see what the last one is for today. and it's gonna be the future. So our antagonist is finally showing up. Because that's what I think. I think the main antagonist of this movie is the future. At least it's in the book. For me, in the book, the main antagonist is the future. And Paul itself in the future, and the Crusade, which is, the other name, the original name, which I probably can't even say right now because of things in the other country that are happening currently, and you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so we have our first glimpse at the antagonist, the future. So let's dive into it. Let's see what our antagonist has for us, how he's portrayed.
Danger is coming.
Yeah, it's the antagonist. Oh,
They're picking my family off one by one.
yeah, they are.
Your son has so much potential. His safety requires deadlier weapons.
Okay. Oh no, come on. Why are you torturing me?
Demons.
Why are you torturing?
And fierce. But loyal.
Together, we'll be able to stand a chance.
Why would you torture me like this? I'm getting teary-eyed you probably can't see that, but I'm already, Jesus. Ah, God, it's gonna be so bad. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna watch it again, so if you, hope you don't mind.
Run!
They're picking my family off one by one.
Your son has so much potential. His safety requires deadlier weapons.
Will you protect our son?
Let's fight like demons.
You risk your life to help me.
And fierce.
Okay.
But loyal.
Together, we'll be able to stand a chance.
Okay. Okay. I got it now. So, yeah. The future, our antagonist. Yeah. So this seems to be either the first or last attack. And I'm not gonna, it's an attack. I'm just gonna call it that from now on, because so this is, yeah, that gurney. I can't see through the, or is it the Harkonnen soldier? I don't know. Yeah, the sandstorm. They are riding into the sandstorm. And when I first saw this, I thought they were sitting in a car. Don't know why. I mean, back when I had no idea what Dune was. Yeah, so this is an Gesserit. Is that the Reverend Mother that Mohiam, or is it the one of the Freemen? Not sure here. Yeah, and so yeah, this is definitely the scene because Kynes is here, and I mean it's not that different for Kynes here, the outcome, to be fair. So yeah. This is one of the most heart-wrenching scenes of the movie, I can tell you that now. And the Leto scene as well, but oh man, yeah, here, look at that. So he might actually end there, and there might not be a one-on-one against Ravan. Or he might survive this and be back later. Yeah, they're fighting. Because he seems to be winning. And there they speak to the Freeman, and Paul shows some leadership, and then again, he's in a different here? Yeah, he has other clothes here. Other clothes. I'm not sure. This is Yamas, I guess. This might be Yamas. I think this is Yamas. Yeah. Just I like Yamas so much. Hope he's good in the movies. And this one is the one that confuses me because he shouldn't be here. And either this is a flashback to when they are attacked, or it's, I don't know. And again, he's starting to talk to the Freeman and give them advice, and And this seems to be guerrilla warfare. And yeah, we have got Vladimir here coming out of the goo. Don't even know what the goo is. Is that one of some of his relaxation juice? I don't know. Maker and okay. So that's it for today. Went on for longer than I expected. Perhaps you liked my ramblings, and yeah. Oh yeah, if you want to see my journey through Dune, I've got my Freeman Corner playlist, which it'll probably be somewhere around here in 1 or 2 seconds when the video ends. And yeah, if you want me to react to other stuff, Dune stuff, other sci-fi stuff, anything, if you have questions, just let me know. And yeah, let's just hope that this movie is gonna blow everything out of the water this year. And I think it might do that because, man, there's nothing I dislike. There's nothing I dislike. There are things that I will wait for to see them in the movie, but nothing where I say, no, this is stupid. Nothing, which is such a good sign. But I'm also, I'm easily hyped when I'm really into something. You may know. Anyway, hope you have a happy, great day, and yes, see you around soon, hopefully, for the next thing I do. And yeah, oh yeah, I will watch the Lynch movie, I think, next. So let's have some fun with that. See you around. Bye.